Gentlemen, great to see you. Thank you so much for your time.
How's it going?
It's good to see you all. Bubbles, Ricky, and Julian, this is your second time on the show. Randy, congratulations, your first time on Popternative.
Yes.
Ricky, I just want to thank you because I know there's a little bit of animosity last time we chatted because I did bring up Conky, and I think you forgave me because you're back on the show, but I apologize about that.
Yeah, I got over it, but yeah.
Bubbles, congratulations. I'm so excited for everyone to see this journey. What's that been like for you? Like, people are about to see this amazing journey that you and the Shitrockers had. What's that like for you very soon?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's been a long time, that it's been happening. Now it's finally coming, and everybody's going to see me and Ricky and Julian and Randy and all the shit that happened
Mhm.
to us. So it's very exciting.
Absolutely. I do want to also ask you, Randy, the roadie extraordinaire, Bubbles, was there a moment, if possible, where you can really highlight his incredible roadie skills, or is that difficult to do right now?
Well, I mean, if you saw the movie, he doesn't have any extraordinary skills. He doesn't even know putting on guitar strings. He just puts any string on in any order. He doesn't
His
even know
heart
what's.
and his heart to the dedication to the craft is extraordinary. I will say that.
Oh, I mean, he gives it his all, but his all is shitty. That's all.
110%. And I mean, one time there was a technical difficulty. I figured it out. I did it in probably 10 seconds.
Randy, you almost got us killed that night. You plugged in the wrong goddamn thing.
Yeah. When was that? Was that early on in the tour or later on?
No, that was later. That was over in Liverpool, I think. That was near the end. He screwed up the Boxmasters' whole stage set and blew their thing up. And
You got
that
different
Mayhew fellow was going to kill us. That was all your fault, Randy.
The power is different over there. The plugs are totally different than what they are over here.
Mhm.
I understand that.
Yeah, I have a question for Julian. Julian, good to see you again, sir.
Good to see you, man.
I wanted to ask you because one of the things I really kind of admire from you, and over the years we saw it a lot in Sunnyvale, is you always have your business hat on. That's always something I really kind of liked about you. After the successful kind of tour with the Shit Rockers in Europe and that amazing kind of collaboration at Abbey Road Studios, is your kind of marketing brain just kind of nonstop right now about kind of making some money and maybe bringing some business to Sunnyvale? Like, I'm curious about that.
That's all I'm thinking about, man. I'm like, there's just so much out there for marketing available. You got to pick the right fucking direction. And I haven't slept in 3 weeks ever since we started doing all this stuff.
What
So,
marketing have you been doing?
well, there's social media stuff, Bob's. That's important. Okay, you got to talk to people. You got to try to get commercials on TV. I got commercials on during the hockey game. Did
Well,
I
you
not?
better hurry up with them because the movie comes out in 3 days.
It's hard when you have zero money in the budget, if you know what I mean. So you got to
Yeah.
do it in other ways.
Yeah, absolutely. Julian, when did you officially, forgive Bubbles for kicking you out of the group? Like, did you get over that pretty quick? Or is that still kind of get your blood boiling?
I'm not kicked out of the group. I'm still the manager.
No, sorry. So Ricky, you were kicked out
Ricky.
technically. Sorry, Ricky.
Yeah, no, that was bullshit. I mean, I started the group, and in my opinion, that was probably the best song in the movie.
Oh my
Hopefully,
God.
if I don't get back in that band, I'm going to start my own band, and it'll hopefully be better.
I mean,
Um,
you play a pretty good pot.
I thought so. I grew up on cowbell, and I switched to pot probably when I was 4.
What's your band going to be called, Ricky?
It won't have the word shit in the title. I know that. Yeah, that's not a good idea, Bubs.
Pot
It
metal.
is. It's a great idea.
it's
Yeah,
kind of
pot.
hard to market because it might get censored, right, Bubs?
I don't agree. If they don't want to hear the shit rockers, then too bad for them.
Um, I mean, I'll listen to the Shit Rockers, so I got your back there, Bubs. Um,
Yes.
Randy, I did want to ask because it's been a while. I mean, cheeseburgers are still one of your favorite foods, of course, but I just wanted to know what was that kind of culinary experience like for you in Europe? Were you still kind of looking for the kind of cheeseburgers? Were you a little bit kind of more experimenting with other foods? I'm just curious about that.
I had to experiment with other foods there, and I tried a lot of lamb.
Mhm.
And lamb is a juicy, delightful meat. It's really, really quite. A lamb burger is good, and I'm gonna start trying all kinds of different types of burgers. I'd probably even try alligator.
I didn't notice until this year, but did you know a lamb is a baby sheep?
No, a lamb's a lamb.
Yeah.
It's just like the different types of cheese are also good, to tell you the truth, because you can have a good goat cheese, or I've even heard llama cheese is good.
Jeez.
Llama cheese.
Llama cheese? Llama cheese?
Yeah, they kind of look like a camel, but they're hairy.
Mm-hmm.
When the first L is silent.
Sometimes it's the same with psychology.
Randy, I just want to know, is it kind of with, Ricky specifically, sometimes with a lot of his Ricky, you are setting your ways, man. And that's something I admire about you, but sometimes I could see that kind of like irritates a lot of people. Randy, did you just learn to kind of in out this year, out the other, basically over the years?
Ricky and I have had our challenges, and well, sometimes you could be a dick, like when you peed on my perfectly good shoes and ruined them.
Anytime I'm a dick.
But
it's
why
because
do you have
deserve
to
it.
pee on things? Like, that's something that you should
And
definitely
why do you have to
change.
I still am mad at you for kidnapping Alex Lifeson. I'm still not over that. I'm still not over that.
It was a borrowing.
Yeah.
For my friend. I just wanted my friend to get to hear him because Julian screwed up the tickets.
Well, and that's one good thing about you, Ricky, is you do try hard for your friends. You
I try.
do, but
Sometimes
your
go
ways.
too far, but
Yeah,
yes.
your ways.
But Bubbles, squash this for me if this is not true. But the rumor mill stated that Alex Lifeson and Rush were going to be involved with some kind of collaboration with the Shitrockers, but they did find out that Ricky was still kind of involved with the project and they're not sure about it.
Well, I don't know if Ricky is what caused it, but Alex Lifeson did offer for me to be in his new band called Rash. He's starting a band called Rash, and he told me I could be the guitar player, and then all of a sudden that wasn't on the table anymore. So I don't know if Ricky ruined that on me or not, but I'm very suspicious of it.
Definitely.
Julian, what do you think about that? Are you aware of any of this?
All right, this is the deal. Bubs, you asked we were drinking with Al one night. He mentioned Rash. You said, geez, well, I'm ready to go. Like, I want to be in the band. And Al's such a nice guy. How is he going to look at you in your face? and say,
No, that's
"You're
not how it went.
ready"?
He came to me and said, I'm starting
went and
Rash,
took a
and
piss.
there's a guitar player position open. He said that.
Bubs, you went and took a piss, and he was like, guys, help me out here. He cannot be in the band. And that's tough love. And I just gave you a scoop of it.
No, I don't believe that.
Does he need a roadie? Because I could be a good roadie.
Shut up.
You
Randy.
couldn't be Alex Lifeson's roadie, Randy. I was his roadie.
I get a rash when I wear a shirt, so
You couldn't
that's
be
why I
a
don't.
roadie to Alvin and the Chipmunks, Randy, let alone Lifeson.
That was people on helium.
I'm telling you, I think the passion you showed on that tour, Randy, was incredible. So congratulations.
Thank you. You're very sweet.
Randy, when's the next cheeseburger picnic tour? Is that kind of in the? I don't know if that's kind of happening soon, but I love those cheeseburger picnics, and maybe we can bring it to Europe one day. You never know.
I'd go there and I'd show everyone a good time. You know what? The life is too friggin' difficult, and sometimes you need a picnic to cheer you up. That's the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's never too late in the year for a picnic and a party and a cheeseburger.
Absolutely. Ricky, I did want to kind of ask, we talk about the frustrations but I'm sure you are very proud of Bubbles and what he has accomplished, even though, there was a rocky start, you started the band, but how excited are you specifically for people to see, one, the journey that Bubbles was on, but two, your kind of experience with Europe as well with Julia? How excited are you people to see that kind of in theaters?
I think it's pretty cool, and I'm definitely proud of him. It's it's a lot of work. I don't think he's really responsible enough to be sort of on his own doing his thing. So I mean, he should definitely keep us around at all times, especially if he goes on tour anymore. But yeah, I'm definitely.
Yeah, I did just fine. It was just Randy that screwed things up.
Yeah, I definitely don't recommend taking Randy ever again.
Randy's
It
done.
wasn't my fault. It wasn't all me.
If you think about it, if Julie and I both went, we'd probably still eat less food than Randy did. So
Yeah.
I cut back on the food over there. We didn't have any money for food.
Bubbles, were there any songs that might be about some of your friends that you're not telling people about? Were there any songs that were kind of inspired by the craziness sometimes of Ricky, Julian, and Randy? Or is that not your songwriting style?
Oh, I mean, I always reference those guys, in songs. Home's where your shed is. I said right in it, the first lyrics of the song.
But Ricky, do you worry that Bubs is going to write something a bit that kind of like embarrasses you? Do you ever think about that?
I hope not. I mean, I don't know if I've ever done anything in my life that was embarrassing. But I'd hope,
I'm writing a song about Ricky right now called The Piss Jug Shuffle.
Try to go off piss jugs.
What the hell is a piss jug shuffle?
Yeah, what can you share?
Just like a nice kind of fast blues song about, Ricky does the sing when he's drunk. He gets up and he tries to piss in a piss jug, but if he's already drunk, he staggers side to side trying to aim his bird into the hole. And that to me is the piss jug shuffle.
Should be the piss jug stagger.
Or I could call it that. It's just the shuffle's more of a, it's a thing, Ricky.
Are there talks, maybe this could be a combination of Julian and Bubbles answering this, but are there talks of a, Woodstock type tour or show at Sunnyvale with the Shitrockers and bringing all your friends? Is there talk about that? Like a little homecoming? Is that going to happen?
We've talked about trailer stock, haven't we, Julian?
Trailer stock.
Yeah.
I would love to see. There's a lot of bands I would love to see. I think, you can probably get Cheap Trick, maybe, if you play your cards right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's easy, man.
I mean, I think a trailer stock show would be great, and have all the big.
But again,
bands
every
there.
time Julian has these amazing ideas for an event, I'm sorry, Ricky, I'm really apologize, but like you have these ways of like maybe ruining it. Like, Nathan McKinnon and, the Avalanche back in the day wanted to come to Sunnyvale with the cup, but there was rumblings that you were going to steal the cup, right, Julian? Remember when Ricky was taught, they were thinking he might have stole the cup, right? So it's
He
like,
would've.
yeah.
He would have stole the cup.
Embarrassing.
I wouldn't steal it. I don't know. I'd like to do some things with it.
Like trailer stock, you're gonna have all these incredible bands at Sunnyvale, and there's gonna be, I don't know, like maybe some guitars are gonna get like kind of misplaced. Like and Randy's also gonna be there. You're a great guy, Randy. But again, yeah, like I'm thinking about it more and more. Your roadie skills might need a little bit of work, but like a lot of guitars might be misplaced at trailer at trailer stock.
Guitars, food trucks, a lot of stuff is going to get misplaced.
I keep good track of the instruments.
Julian, what do you think about this? It sounds like a nightmare, to be honest with you, to manage this.
Trailer stock will work, and believe me, things will go missing, and it will be Randy's fault.
It
so
won't be
it's
my
easy.
fault.
Absolutely. Bubbles, I wanted to kind of ask, you go from Tabby Road to Abbey Road Studios. What is that like? Like, how did your brain even wrap that? Like, congratulations, but what was that experience like for you specifically?
Oh, it was pretty crazy. I mean, Tabby Road is a pretty, it's a pretty extensive facility, really,
Yes.
when you look at it. But I mean, Abbey Road, that's at a whole different level. So, getting to go there and play, a song that I wrote, and, all of a sudden Ronnie Wood and Duff McKagan and Rick Nielsen and, all these people are there. It was pretty wild. It was pretty crazy being at Abbey Road.
Absolutely.
Doing that.
I'm a big metal fan of metal music, and I just wanted to know, does anyone happen to know the name of the band that I showed kind of doing a little bit of a demo at Tabby Road Studios in the beginning of the film? Do you know the name of the band, or did they just come in and out?
I could look through the logbook and figure it out.
Because I would buy that record.
Metal bands.
I like their vibe. It was only like 6 seconds in the film, but I like that sound. It sounded good.
Oh, I'll send you the master tapes.
Julie, you should talk to them about people love metal and trailer stock. You should have them one of the opening bands.
I agree.
Already on it, man.
So what's the name of the band? What's the name of them?
Need a ride symbol.
Yeah,
I don't know. The guy's name is Eric. I don't know his band name. I don't care about band names. I talked to the guy in charge. His name's
But
Eric.
aren't you the marketing guy?
Well, yeah, I'm not, but it hasn't happened yet. I got to set this up. It doesn't take like I'm going to think of it and it's going to happen next week, man. You're talking about 6 months preparation at least.
I'm sorry. I agree. It takes a lot of work, and
I'm not telling you how to do interviews or anything. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the same thing.
I apologize. No, Julie, I apologize. That I was off guard. I'm sorry. I did want to kind of last thing to say is like when people are going to be able to see this, I just kind of want to go around very quickly. We'll start with Bubbles. I mean, what are you hoping think they'll take out of it, like takeaway wise, when they see your film? Like, they want to have a good time. Anything else specifically?
Well, yeah, I hope people, if they're feeling a little down or a little shitty, I want people to come in and leave the theater feeling a lot fucking better than when they walked in. That's what I'm hoping for.
Absolutely. Randy, what about you?
I hope that people just go and have some laughs and have some fun, and also see how good a roadie I am, and that's going to help propel me into the roadie business.
Ricky, what about you?
I just hope people watch it and, realize that, I'm a good friend and he's not. And, you should be kind to people.
Absolutely. And Julian,
I hope people are going to watch this movie and then they're going to get on their phone before they drive home, go onto our Amazon store and buy every album they can. Bubbles.
Absolutely.
He's got 5 different kinds of colors, I guess, Bubs. 5 different colored vinyl. So there's 5. So you got to get all 5. Maybe come to a fan expo, get them signed by us, throw them on eBay, make tons of money.
I've heard it's not easy to get onto the site. Some issues there.
Well, I'm working on it.
Bubbles, and also I heard that there's a rumor that there was a potential comedy album in the works called the Lost Conky Tapes. Is that true? Is that coming out? And is Ricky?
I don't.
Yeah.
I haven't told anybody about that, so I wouldn't. I would like to keep that under wraps.
Rick, I'm sorry. I had to, Rick. I apologize.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. I can't wait for everyone to see Standing on the Shoulders of Kitties, the Bubbles and the Shitrockers Story. Bubbles, Randy, Ricky, Julian, it was an honor and privilege to speak with all of you. Thank you so much, and see you at Trailer Stock.
Cheers, brother.
Thank you. Thanks, bye.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.